Imagine this. Election night 2024. The results are coming in and it's a nail-biter. State by state, the numbers are neck and neck between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Finally, the dust settles, and the unthinkable happens. A tie in the Electoral College. It's a scenario that would plunge the United States into uncharted political waters. The country, already deeply divided, would face a constitutional crisis, with the presidency hanging in the balance. The peaceful transfer of power, a cornerstone of American democracy, would be put to the ultimate test. As the news of the tie spreads, shock and disbelief grip the nation. Protests erupt in cities across the country, with supporters from both sides taking to the streets. The media goes into overdrive, with pundits and analysts struggling to make sense of the unprecedented situation. America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, finds itself on the brink of chaos. In the event of an Electoral College tie, the United States Constitution provides a clear process for resolving the deadlock. Article 2 outlines the Electoral College system, but the 12th Amendment addresses no candidate securing a majority. The 12th Amendment, ratified in 1804, responded to the tie between Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr. It shifted the responsibility of choosing the president and vice president to Congress. With the Electoral College deadlocked, the responsibility of selecting the next president falls upon the House of Representatives. However, there's a twist. Instead of each representative casting an individual vote, the House votes by state delegation, with each state receiving one vote. This means that a state with a large population like California would have the same voting power as a state with a small population like Wyoming. This provision, designed to balance the interests of large and small states, could lead to a situation where a candidate who won the popular vote could still lose the presidency. The Senate, on the other hand, is tasked with choosing the vice president. Each senator casts an individual vote, and a majority vote is required to elect. In the event of a tie in the Senate, the sitting vice president would cast the deciding vote. The process of congressional voting is fraught with political maneuvering and potential for gridlock. With partisan tensions already running high, the prospect of Congress deciding the presidency is a recipe for political turmoil. Section 4. Echoes of 1800. A historic tie. The election of 1800, pitting Thomas Jefferson against his own running mate, Aaron Burr, serves as a stark reminder of the potential for chaos in the absence of a clear Electoral College winner. In that election, both Jefferson and Burr received 73 electoral votes, throwing the election to the House of Representatives. The House, controlled by the Federalist Party, was initially deadlocked, with many Federalists preferring Burr over Jefferson. It took 36 ballots and intense backroom negotiations before Jefferson was finally elected president, with Burr becoming vice president. The 1800 election exposed a flaw in the original Electoral College system, where electors cast two votes without specifying which candidate was for president and which was for vice president. This flaw allowed for the possibility of a tie between candidates from the same party, as happened with Jefferson and Burr. Section 5. The 12th Amendment, Preventing Future Crises. The 12th Amendment, adopted in 1804, aimed to rectify the shortcomings of the original Electoral College system that led to the 1800 crisis. The amendment established separate electoral votes for president and vice president, reducing the likelihood of a tie between running mates. It also clarified the process for congressional voting in the event of an Electoral College tie, specifying that the House would choose the president and the Senate would choose the vice president. These changes, while significant, did not eliminate the possibility of a tie, as the 2024 hypothetical scenario demonstrates. The 12th Amendment, a product of political compromise and foresight, has served the nation well for over 2 centuries. However, the hypothetical tie between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump in 2024 highlights the continued relevance of this amendment and the importance of understanding its provisions. Section 6. Potential outcomes and national impact. The potential outcomes of a Kamala Harris-Donald Trump tie in the 2024 election are numerous and difficult to predict. Much would depend on the political climate, the composition of Congress, and the willingness to compromise. One possibility is a deadlocked House, unable to choose a president. This could lead to a constitutional crisis with no clear resolution. The Supreme Court might intervene, escalating tensions. Alternatively, a candidate might concede, sparking accusations of a stolen election. Supporters of the losing candidate would likely feel cheated, deepening divisions. A tie in the 2024 election would have profound implications for the United States. It would test the resilience of American democracy and could lead to political instability and social unrest. This hypothetical tie highlights the fragility of democratic institutions and the importance of civic engagement and peaceful transitions of power.